Thank you too.
Anyway, good morning to everyone. How's everybody? Please give me a yes in the chat box if you can hear me. Please type yes in the chat box if you can hear me. All right, thank you very much. Okay, thank you very much. All right, so okay. So far we've come very far, and if before we go on to talk about today's topic, which is source of financing your small business or source of financing your entrepreneurial venture, let's discuss a few things. What are some of the issues that you have right now? Are you okay? What are some of the topics that, are there any topics that you want me to clarify? Are there any questions you want me to clarify? What are some of the issues with the assignment I gave you? A lot of you have called me on the assignment, and I love that. I really love that. And a lot of you have sent me your assignment for me to look at it before you submit. Very. And I've noticed that all those who have sent the assignments to me before submitting are those who really want to start a business with their business. I really love that. And I thank you so much for, I'm happy that at least you are not only looking for your good marks for this course, but you're also trying to do something with your life and your career with this course. I'm very happy about that. All those who have called me, I want to say a very big thank you to all of you. All right, so let me take a few questions before we move on. Let me talk first of all to Zachariah. Please go ahead.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, boss.
Oh, please, sir, the assignment we sent, some of us sent ours through the email, but no feedback as to whether it has been received or not. Sometimes you send it, it will indicate that it has been received, and then there will be complaints that it has not been received. So I don't know how we'll get to know whether ours has been received or not. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. So I'm answering all of that. You know, you're almost like 1,000 students. So I look at each person's work and I respond accordingly. So please forgive me if you haven't got yours. But I respond, I'm going to read everybody's work. So far, there are some of the works that are very interesting. Very interesting. Very interesting. Some of you are doing it because of school sick. That's okay. There's no problem, because the reason why you are in this class is because you want to make some good marks and get a first class, second class after and go home. That's fine. But there are some of you who are really very serious, and I love a couple of the ones that I've read. So I respond to everybody's work, please. I respond to everybody's work, and then I'll score you as well. All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Zachariah. Thank you so much. Benis, please go ahead.
Yes, sir. Good morning.
Good morning. Are you in bed or you are at work?
I just returned from work.
Oh, Charlie, did you deliver today?
I sent 2 referrals, and one is there when I was coming.
Hey, 2 referrals. They're all babies.
Yes, please. So
Charlie, Ghanaians are giving birth to. All right, Benis, please go ahead.
Yes, thank you. With the link Converse, the cost structure, when you are doing it, do you need to add the cost? Or because I remember you said we should have the book, then we list all the costs there. So will you add the cost of each there, or you just list it?
Okay, so at the cost structure, you only have to put the total cost there. You don't have to put all the small, all the key resources in there. It will be too much. Don't forget, we are trying to build a one-page business plan. So you can have a separate sheet that can have all the list of the items you want and the cost of each of them, and you attach it to this particular list. So this way, you only have to just give the total. Don't put all the items in there.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome, Benny. All right, Mama Beck, please go ahead.
Yes, sir. Sir, please, with the assignment, I want to know whether it's the old one. And I have a question on the Lean Business Model Canvas.
When you say old, what do you mean?
The first one. That's a feasibility analysis.
There are two 10 papers I've given you. There are 2 papers. The first one is the feasibility analysis report, and then also your lean canvas report. So there are 2 things you must submit for your mid-semester. There are
Yes.
2 10.
Yes, please, Doug. Please, if I could remember, last week you said the lean business model canvas. You'll be giving it to us within this week and tell us when we are to submit it. So I wrote it down. So I wanted to find out with the core structure. That place I couldn't understand it very well.
Okay.
So I did the other ones, all the other ones, but with the core structure. And then
Okay, please go ahead.
With the customer segment. So you can you find a problem, about 3 problems, and still have one customer that or market target? Or you need to find the 3 problems, you need to get all target people.
Okay. All right, so 2 issues. First one is the issue about assignment. Please, you are supposed to submit the assignment immediately. With the feasibility analysis as well as the lean canvas. Those are the 2. There are 10 papers, very serious work you have to submit. So you must work on that and submit. I'll give you, a lot of you have submitted that already. So please make sure that you submit that as well. Now, who can explain to her the her cost structure, the question about the cost structure? Anybody? Can somebody help to answer that question? Please raise your hands and help her. Who can explain to her as well? All right, let's talk to who has raised their hand. Okay, good, very good. Noreen, please go ahead.
Good morning. Hello.
Good morning, Noreen.
Good morning. Thank you, sir.
Yes, Noreen, please go ahead.
Okay, so please, with the cost structure, you made us understand that we have to know our startup capital. And with the startup capital, it's an estimate. And before you get to have your startup capital, you already know your key resources that you need for the business. So you get another sheet of paper, you list all those resources you need, and with a scale of preference, the things that you need that are much of importance first. You list all those things, and then you go and search the prices. The prices that you have to know the prices of the things that you have listed. So when you are done,
Hello.
hello.
Yes, Becky, please go ahead, Laurie.
Okay, so please, you said that the operational expenses normally is for the first 3 to 6 months, how much you need to stay in the business. So you have to know that maybe after the setting up the business, every month I'll need this amount to stay in business. So you calculate the amounts that you need within a month by the number of months. So that will give you the operational expenses. And then now list your source of funding. So if it's going to be from your savings, or you're going to borrow from a bank, or from a gift from friends or family members as well. Please,
Laurie, thank you very much. Very excellent. Very good, very good, very good. So please, do you understand what she said?
Yes, sir.
All right, good. Thank you very much. Noreen, thank you very much. And also thank you very much for the question as well. So in the cost structure, you are looking at how much money do you need to start this business? Okay. And every business, somehow, you need some business plan. You're asking yourself, how much do I need? And then once you know how much you need, you now ask yourself, where do I get the money from? And please don't forget that the main idea behind this link canvas is think on paper. Please I've told you, I think I remember I told you from the beginning of this this topic that never start a business, never invest money in a business until and unless you have written a business plan. And at this point, we're not asking you to write a 100-page business plan. We're not asking you to go and write a 200-page business plan. Just sit down, think through one-page business plan with a lean canvas with all the issues, with all the issues about the business plan. And then if you want somebody to write a traditional business plan for you, you can go ahead and then just write the full-blown business plan, 200, 300 pages. That one is your own holla. But before you do that, please make sure that you have done your one-page business plan. You understand very clearly what you want to do, then you cannot take it to the other person, somebody else to write a full business plan for you. All right. Please let me remind you, kindly add your names and index numbers to the page, to your on the call. Your full name and your index numbers, please. Very important to me. I'm taking attendance. All right, so let's talk to Rita. Please go ahead.
Good morning, sir.
Hey, good morning, Rita. Are you at work or you are in the house?
No, I'm at home.
Okay, good for you.
But still at the cottage. So at any time they can come and call me.
Oh, Charlie, as well. Keep saving lives, okay?
Okay. And still
Right.
with the cost structure, I want to know whether, like, maybe I've for the first 6 months, maybe I need 10,000. Do I need to put like amount needed to start business? Then I put like 10,000. Then I'm estimating it that monthly. Do I need to separate it like monthly expenses? Then I'll write it there, or I'll just use the startup own. The
Okay, so in the
10,000. Then I'll put it like first month to 6 months. Then I'll put another price there, or what? I'm not getting that.
Okay, so thank you. In the cost structure, the first thing in the cost structure is startup estimate. So the first one is how much do you need to buy the main key resources, the key item you want to buy. So you list the key resources. So startup estimate can be say 10,000. And then the second point number 2 would be how much do I need to stay in business for the first 3 to 6 months. So if you write operational expenditure 3 to 6 months or 1 to 3 months in bracket, and then you put equals to, let's say, 5,000. Then how much source of financing, personal savings.
Mm.
2,000 or personal savings 5,000, and then maybe loan or family and friends. Hello, Rita, did you get it?
Sir, please, I didn't get it. Your line was breaking.
Oh, sorry about that. So what I'm saying is that in the cost structure, you must put in there, the first point is how much startup estimate. Okay, and the startup estimate, you put that together as one. And then the second one is operational expenditure. So operational expenditure, you can put in bracket 3 months. Then you put that equals to another amount. And then you put in how are you going to get money to finance this. In fact, there are other things that you have to also add in the cost structure, but I don't want to bother you so much about. I just want to understand this whole concept. So let's say that you put your key resources together. Startup estimate is 10,000, and then your operational expenditure is 6,000. So together, how much money you need is 16,000 Ghana cedis to start this business. In your source of financing, you now put the equity. Equity means, okay, personal savings, for example. You say, okay, now I need 16,000. I have 10,000, and then loan. Then you put the other additional money. So you have to indicate where you're getting the money from. Are you okay with that now?
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
Good, Rita. Thank you so much too. All right. Let's talk to Salah. Please go ahead, Salah. Salah Adams. Are you here? Okay, she's not speaking. Salah Bako Adams. All right.
Hello, sir.
Yes, please.
Good morning.
Good morning.
The Lean Business Model Canvas. I did it and then sent it to you, but when I was sending it, it comes in a Word form. The table doesn't go. So I tried deleting it to resend again, but I couldn't find where I would delete the message and then send again. But it came as a Word form, even though I did it in a table form. But when I sent it to you to your email, it came in a Word form.
I don't understand. So did you attach the work itself?
What I said is that, like,
you have to attach it to your email.
No easy. Okay. That one too.
When you attach it, it will come as attachment to me. So I don't know. Did you copy and paste it, or you? How did you send it?
After typing it, then I sent it.
Where do you type it? On your laptop or your phone?
I don't have a laptop, so I use my phone.
Okay. And then did you send it from? Did you type it on just normal email, or you did this in Word and then you copied it?
I copied it and then I sent it through your email.
No, we have to attach. Okay. When we finish, please call me. Let me check it for you. I'm still reviewing all your work, so please call me after class.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
All right. Good. Doris, please talk to me.
Hello, Doctor.
Hello,
good morning.
Good morning, Doris.
Doctor, please, the course structure, can you do it in the form of table so that it will be a little bit okay? In a tabular form.
How do you mean?
Because my financial feasibility, I did it in the table form under it.
There are two things. There's a financial feasibility, the feasibility report, and then the Lean Canvas. Which one are you talking about?
Because from the look of things, the financial feasibility one is a little bit similar to the Lean Canvas course structure. Hello, Doctor.
Yes, Doris.
Yes, please. So I said the course structure on the Lean Canvas, Lean Model Canvas. Under it, can you do it in the form of a table?
It's already in a table form, so I don't understand what you are trying to explain.
Yes, on that particular one under it, because on my my feasibility, my financial feasibility projections, I did it in a table form.
On a separate sheet?
Not on the separate sheet, but under it.
In the same box? In the same.
Yes. And would it be possible?
I'm still not trying to understand, because that whole one page they're all boxes, they are all components on one page. So the cost structure is.
Yeah, can you do it in the form of Excel?
Actually, also in a box, like kind of like a. Let me see if I can show you. Maybe I'll understand that. Maybe.
Okay.
Or can you show me what you are trying to explain to me?
Sir, please, I'm using a phone, so I don't know how to show it to you.
Okay.
Yes.
Let me see if I can show you.
Because you said that course structure, you said that we should add all costs of the key resources.
Yes.
Yeah, so it will be in a form, like in a form of calculation forms, right?
Yes, but so when you say calculation, what do you mean?
Mean like you have to list all the cost expenses that you will need.
Yes.
Yes, and what I mean right now is, can you do it in the form of a table form under it? Though the lean business model canvas in the form of table, but under the cost structure alone, can you create a small table there?
Still, yes,
Sir,
please.
I
let
think
me.
you see, like the cost structure now, you are mentioning the total amount we need for the first 6 months, what we need to, like for the first 3 months, what we need to sustain the business. So what my sister is asking is that under that same topic, that same gross structure now, can you make a small table on it? Then you list it like amount to start the business, first 3 months. Then you do it like that. Then fix it inside. That's what she means.
Okay, can you see my screen?
Please.
Can you see my screen?
Yes, please.
So have you seen the cost structure now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is the cost structure. So are you saying that you want to add another box to it, or you want to type in this one? So for example, startup. So here I can put here startup estimate. Startup estimate equals to 20,000. Operational equals 10,000. Sources of financing equals, I will explain this to you today, equity. So now when you put startup estimates and operational expense, you need 30,000 Ghana cedis for this business. So now 30,000, maybe I have 20,000. Equity, I have 20,000. That's my own money. And then loan, I will go and take 10,000. This is what I mean. Is that what you're trying to explain? Hello?
Yes, sir. Like this, but in a table form.
The table form is what I don't understand. Are you saying a separate table, a separate sheet or something like that?
Sir.
Hello, sir.
Yes, please.
Hello, sir. Please, she's not talking about this one. She's talking about the feasibility analysis. The cost structure, that's what she said she did a table form. Not this one.
Oh, okay. So
no,
so
she's talking about this one. She said she was able to insert a table when doing the feasibility analysis. So she wanted to find out if she can insert another table just at this place.
I'm not too clear about this question too. All right, so is it this one you are talking about, or the feasibility template?
Sir, please, is this one that I'm talking about?
Hello?
Hello, doctor.
Yeah, is it this one you are talking about?
Yes, please.
Okay, so now this one, is that the table you are talking about?
This one you have listed it, so I have to list mine too.
Hello?
Hello, doctor.
Yes, good. So what this means is that, for this one, for example, the one that I'm highlighting yellow, let me just highlight this yellow for you to see what I'm talking about. This one, the one I've highlighted yellow, this one, you cannot list all the items that is costing you 20,000 cedis in this one. No. So you must have a separate sheet or a book where you have listed the table, the air condition, the laptop, the printer, the chair, and all those things. So here, you're only writing the main, just the totals. So when I ask you, how did you come out with the 20,000? Then you cannot go and bring that sheet to explain to me. So at this point, you only need these totals. You don't have to list all the items in this box here. No, you don't have to. Do you get it now?
Yes, please. Thank you.
And in fact, even this one, we only listed 3 things here. There are a lot of other things you must list, but I just restricted you to just these 3 items. There are other things you have to list, but for now, you need to know your startup estimate, which is how much money you need to start a business. And number two, your operational expenditure, that is how much money you need to stay in business, and then how you're going to find that money. So you add the startup estimate plus the operational expenditure, that gives the total money you need. And then where do you get the money from? Then you just put that one to there as well. Are you okay? Hello, are you okay?
Doctor, please, yeah, thank you.
All right, I can hear. All right, thank you too. Good. All right, so let's talk to Belinda. Belinda, please go ahead. Belinda, please go ahead. Belinda Bidu, you're waiting. Belinda Bidu, you have raised your hand. Please go ahead.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, so I have a concern. Just as you are doing for the cost structure, how you have explained this right now with those examples, can you do same for the others? Because personally, I'm very, very confused. The other time you explained though, yes, but then if you can take us through like you did for the cost structure, I would be very, very.
Why are you confused? Where are you confused from? Tell me.
Like how to just as you did for the cost structure, how to do for the others. It's kind of difficult for me.
Hey, okay, who can help her to do this? Because I've explained this over and over again. Who can help to explain to her? Who wants to try? So are you asking us to go through the whole canvas again today?
No, please. Maybe like an example. Yes, idea for example. Then you take us through with the link canvas and you know how to go about it.
Oh, we use example to do this. So okay, who wants to try? Who wants to try with the examples? Can somebody try with an example for her to understand? Anybody wants to try? Who wants to try to explain this? All right, Elon, please go ahead.
Oh, okay, sir. So I think we started with giving a name to the business. So that very day we said the name that we'll give, we'll assume is GCUC Lean Business Model Canvas. Then when it comes to design for, you put the, so assuming you are using GCUC, meaning you put GCUC there as designed for, then designed by. So assuming I'm the one that is designing this particular model canvas, I'll put my name there as Elo. Then put today's date at the date column. And then at the version column, I'll put 1. But we are saying the version column, somewhere along the line, you want to change anything within the plan. Meaning you have to take another sheet and then you change the version to version 2. Then we moved on to the problem. And we said, before then, you said it is not a must that you'd have to go according to the way the lean model canvas is being designed. You can start with the problems, you move to the customer segment and come back to the solution. So I would like to start from the problem. And you said you list 3 problems. So let's say, assuming we are actually designing the problem for the plan for a maternity home. We can say that one of the problems will be non-availability of a decent maternity home in the area that you are setting the maternity home. Then we can say another problem is lack of emergency services, especially ambulance for pregnant women to easily access services. Then we can also say that another problem can be affordable maternity services, non-availability of affordable maternity services for pregnant women. So when we go to the customer management, looking at our plan, our customer segment will be all pregnant women because it is a maternity home. Then when we come to the unfair advantage, you said for the unfair advantage, let's say the maternity home right now, we have one that is being put up in that same community by a teacher. And then you as a midwife now want to put that same maternity home that same community. So based on that, you as a midwife, you have an advantage over that teacher that has already established that maternity home in that community. So that will be your fair advantage. Then when we come to the unique value proposition, you said for that one, and then you made an example like it's more or less like a slogan. And then you made an example of MTN, that anytime you get MTN, everywhere you go. So let's say, for example, for the maternity home that we are talking about, you can say the most reliable maternity services you can afford, or healthy mother, healthy baby. Then I think when we come to the solution, you can say you want to provide regular provision of antenatal or prenatal services to pregnant women and postnatal services to pregnant women. Then when we move to the key resources, under that one, you said we are looking at what exactly, so let's say for the maternity home like this, what are the key resources that we need to start at? So we could be talking about hospital equipment, we could be talking about human resource, we could be talking about computers, we could be talking about drugs, and then we could be talking about lab equipment too as well. Then when we move to the channel, that one we make it stroke common relationship. So you said for channel, with this one like this, we can say that for the maternity home, we can say we use public announcement systems, we'll use the televisions and radios, we can use the community centers to talk about the plan or the business to the people for them to know that there is something like this. Then when we move to the cost structure, that was where you were just explaining that you don't need to actually put all the items that you have listed in your feasibility analysis. You can actually have it on a separate sheet. So just like the example that you gave over here. So let's say for the maternity home, our estimated cost is like 500,000 Ghana cedis. So we'll put that one there, and then maybe add another 3 key items that we actually need under the cost structure. And then when we come to the key metrics, we also said that could be key performances. So for the maternity home like this, we can say to give free maternal services to pregnant women every year. But that place, you did mention that it doesn't necessarily have to be a free service that you have to give. But it depends on whatever you want to do. So for the maternity home, that is the example that I gave on my the model plan that I actually have over here. I think that was where we ended. It was left with the high level where we said key partners. Okay, I think we equally talked about the key partners too. And that one, looking at maternity home, we could be looking at the HIFRA, we could be looking at the Registrar General Department because we have to register with them. We could be looking at the pharmaceutical councils so that we'll be able to partner with them to get our drugs always available to us at the facility. So I think that is all I can remember. Thank you.
Wow, Ella, you have got A already. Clap for yourself.
Thank you.
Oh, that's a very good one. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I really think you understand this very well. Okay. Josephine, you want to speak? All right. Okay. Who has this question? I want to find out who has this question. I can't find it.
It's Emma.
Yeah. Yes, please go ahead, Emma.
Please, the link canvas, it is a one-page summary of whatever your business idea. But in case you are using your computer to do it, because of clarity, you see the font sizes will be very small. So I want to know, can we increase the font size so that even though it is a one-page work, it will be a two-page submission work?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. You can actually have, if you use 12 font size, it will be okay. But you see, the most important thing, you don't have to write everything on this one page. It has to fit into a one page. If there are other things you want to add to this, you can have an appendix. An appendix would be attachment to this particular document. For example, if you are writing this, when it comes to the cost structure, you have to have an additional one sheet maybe. Then you have listed all the items, because you cannot list all the items in the key resource, for example. Okay, so you must make sure it fits into one. And the more you are able to force yourself to write it into one page, the clearer you become. You get more clarity when you try to force yourself to think. What are the key resources? What are the most important things I need to write on this? It's not everything you have to write on this sheet. So as much as possible, you must try to fit everything on one page, as much as possible. And if you think that the other things you need to write, then you have to just attach another sheet to this one, and then get it done properly. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Emma. Let's talk to Frida. Frida, please go ahead.
Hello, sir.
Yes, Frida.
Please, the lean canvas, what we are having here, the high-level concept, is it the same as the key partners, and then the key resources? Is it also the same as the early adopters?
Okay, so we discussed that last week, if we're in class. We adapted the lean canvas to our situation in Africa. So the high-level concept and then early adapters, we deleted those ones. And then we put in our own as key partners and also key resources. So instead of high-level concept and early adapters, we changed those ones. So for early adapters, we deleted that one and put their key resources. And then for key metrics, key partners, we deleted high-level concepts and put the key partners. Who would try to explain why we changed those ones? Can somebody explain why we changed those things? Patricia, go ahead. Patricia, yourself. Oh, Patricia, please don't run away. Talk to me. Who will try to explain why we edited it and made it our own? Like the way you see
Hello,
that.
sir.
Yes, please.
This is Frida. I think this one is clearer, like getting the meaning. I don't know if that was the reason there, but
yeah, that was the reason. That's how we explained last week.
This is more clearer to me because initially I was having it difficult. But the template we are having is not key resources, it's rather the old one, the early adapters. So we should just
yes. So last week when I was explaining this,
key resources there.
Yes. So when I was explaining this template, last week, that's what I did. I asked everybody to delete the high-level concept and put their key partners, and delete also the early adapters and put their key resources. So that's what I did. That's the reason why.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. You're welcome. All right. Anybody else? Dorcas, please go ahead.
Sir, please, good morning.
Dorcas, where are you?
Sir, I'm at home.
With who?
With sir, please, kids. I couldn't get it. My network took.
Wait. Okay, I'll come to you, Margaret. Please hold on. So let's talk to Dorcas first. Dorcas, where are you?
Sir, I'm at home.
With who?
With my case.
You see, you always forget about the men. Hey, Charlie, even you. When you ask a woman where they are usually, they would never say, I'm home with my husband. They would never talk about husband. Hey, Charlie, you see everyone.
Yeah.
So where's your husband? Tell her, where's your husband?
Oh, he has gone to work.
So go ahead.
Oh, it's true. It's true.
Okay, please go ahead.
Please, I wanted to know that if we are supposed to submit the lead canvas model, because it seems some people are saying that they have submitted it. So I'm confused.
Yes, so we are submitting this semester. I've given you 2 10 papers. 10 papers are more detailed than just mid-semester.
Okay.
It's very, for example, the feasibility analysis is a lot of work. If those who have done it have seen it, it's a lot of work you have to do if you really want to do it well.
Yeah.
That in itself is a lot of work. And a lean canvas we are seeing right now is another lot of work you have to do. So these two are going to account for your mid-semester or your continuous assessment.
Okay.
So the 2 must be submitted.
Okay. I thought you said that you give us the deadline for that one, for the lead canvas. The feasibility, I've done it by the lead canvas. I wanted to know.
Okay, so link, I'll give you deadline. I'm giving you up to the end of this. By the time we meet next week, same time, you should have submitted it. It's a lot of work, so I don't want to stress anybody.
Oh, okay, thank
Thank
I don't
you.
want to stress anybody. You see,
Yeah.
we are husbands. We are husbands. When we ask you where your husband, you won't tell us. We too, you have to say thank you. Yeah.
God bless you.
2 weeks grace period, or why 1 week?
Sorry. I
Please,
heard
we
about.
haven't received our books too.
Yeah.
Sir, please extend the date small.
Oh, 1 week there, 1 week there. It's been
No,
second.
We
sir,
haven't
we beg.
received our
We
books
beg.
either.
All right, don't worry about the books. We'll talk about it after class. We'll talk about that today. Okay, let's talk.
Sir, please, the date. Make
This
2 weeks for us.
Oh, 2 weeks ago, sister, I beg.
So that we will go through it well and then understand it and do it nicely.
And the recording is there, so you should be able to. Okay, so let's talk about that. Let's discuss our class today, our topic today. Talk about that.
Please, we are looking after our husbands and our children. Can you please explain it?
Esemwara. Bye bye. Let's talk to Susan. Susan, please go ahead. Susanna, please go ahead. Yes, please.
Sir, please, you gave the table for the canvas, the lean business canvas.
Yes, please.
The one that is editable. But it seems if you edit and after writing the work, the whole work, maybe if you are trying to send it to another phone or trying to forward it to someone, the whole thing changed. The table doesn't appear. I don't know. Or we should we print the table, then write it or type it before, then reprint it out and take a scan? I don't know how we will send it.
No, please don't take a scan. You must attach the edited format. Please don't even PDF it. Make it Word document. So the moment it becomes a lot, I'll go to 2 pages when you are typing too many things in the box. Currently, the one you are seeing right now is font type 10. If you can see if you look at it up here, it's font type 10. Just do font type 10. Don't type more than, don't change it to 11 or 12. Otherwise, it will be too long. So because the moment you go more than 10 font size to 12 or 13 or 14, it will go to the next page. So for example, look at this one. Now, the moment you did it, it goes to the next page. It will become like this. So please, it's important, just look at the most important things you need to write. You don't have to write everything. So this is the one you're actually filling. This is the second page that you're actually filling here. Okay. This one you're filling. So don't change the font type. Just type here, like I'm doing here right now. Just type the base. Don't type a lot. Put in just the basic information you need. Okay. Once you put the very basic information you need, it becomes just one page for you.
Okay. So then please, are you going to give us this one too? Because the first one, if you edit, then you try to send.
This is the one I sent you. It's the same thing I sent to you.
Sir, this is not what you sent.
The table
this is what you have. I've sent you the
we
link
have the
canvas.
old one. Can you send us this new one?
The green that one you can't send. The table will go away.
No, it's the same thing I've sent you. Okay, don't worry, I'll give you this. So it's just 2 pages. The first one is I've just colored it just like that for you too. I did that for explanation purposes. So the second page is what you're actually supposed to type in. So when you finish, you can delete the first one, the first page. Yeah, please go ahead.
The front size.
Say again.
The front size. The front size.
The font size.
Font.
Yeah, what does the font size do? What has it done?
I'm just asking, like, which one should we use? We should use, and somebody just replied at 10.
Yes, it's the same. Don't change anything in this box. What I've shown you, don't change anything. It's 10 font size, and you don't just type in. But what I'm saying is that when you type in, when you type too many things, it will go to second page. But when you put the most important information on this, it becomes one page. That's it. Just one page. But it becomes a lot when you decide to type in a lot of information on this. We don't have to type a lot of information. Your business plan this time is supposed to be just one page. When it goes to more than one page, it means that you're typing too many things that you're not supposed to be typing in there. So we have to think. That's why I told you earlier on that it's actually a thinking document. It's a lot of thinking you have to do. So it's more like a summary that you are putting on it. Let me tell you that when this one, there are 12 building blocks. I can write a 100-page business plan with this one page. I can write for you a 100-page business plan, even more than 100, because the problem becomes one page. You can write a lot about this. That become so now 1, 2, 3, 4, up to 12 pages. You can have a lot of pages. So this one page is helping you to just crystallize the most important ideas that you want to write on the one page. And later we can expand this into the number of pages that you want. But this one has to be one page, nothing more, nothing else. It has to be just one page. Just one page. Okay. All right, Lydia, please go ahead. Lydia, please go ahead.
Please, good morning.
Good morning, Lydia.
Please, I wanted to ask if we can use a different business plan, or we should use this one we use for the feasibility report.
Please explain. Can you please explain? Lydia, can you please explain? I'm not talking about what you asked. Hello, Lydia.
So please, I want to help Lydia. That was the same problem I also had.
Okay.
Hello, sir.
Yes, please go ahead.
Please, I was asking if, let's say, for the feasibility report, you use maybe a clothing business. For the lean canvas, can you use another business?
No. The feasibility analysis is supposed to help you to confirm if the idea that you have is correct. It's something that is worth pursuing. You are actually doing research on the idea. So whatever information you get on the feasibility report is the same thing you take onto your lean canvas. So the same idea on the feasibility analysis, you also go into the same idea for the business plan. Then you can do a different one for the same thing. You shouldn't change it. If you change it, you're not doing the right thing at all. It's like you thinking you like KODUAH, but you go and marry Kwame. It doesn't work like that. So if you want to marry Kwame, you must go and marry Kwame. You do feasibility analysis about Kwame, and then you go and marry Kwame. You don't do research about Kwame and go and marry KODUAH. No, it doesn't work like that, please. All right, Mariam, please go ahead.
Hello, sir.
Yes, please.
Please, I'm Patricia. So I wanted to ask a question.
Yes,
please,
Patricia.
I came across SWOT analysis, like considering the strength, opportunities, threats in a business. Is it similar to the feasibility analysis?
In fact, the SWOT is an addition to the feasibility analysis.
Okay.
But I didn't want to bother you too much with all. There's a lot you can do at the feasibility, a lot. But at this level, I didn't want to confuse anybody with all the other details. But once you're able to understand feasibility analysis, you can even do SWOT as well. SWOT equals strength, weakness, opportunities about your idea that you have. That can also be used to also assess if a business idea is viable or not. Okay, so you don't have to worry yourself about it now. You may understand it for future purposes, but for currently, you may not. There's a lot you can do at a feasibility analysis, a lot. For example, the feasibility analysis you do for, let's say, a boutique will be very different from feasibility analysis for a maternity home. Very different, very, very different. The difference will be big. Okay, but what I want you to understand is that before you start the business, you must sit down and assess if the idea is viable or not, somehow. Okay, so the template I gave you is just giving an idea as to what you have to do. Okay. All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You two, where are you? Patricia, where are you?
I'm home.
With who?
My kids.
Hey, remember them for
We don't like staying in the house.
We don't like staying in the house. We have to go and look for money for you. That's why we always go out. We have to go look for money, otherwise you will leave us. Okay. All right.
Sir, please.
Yes, please. Who is speaking?
Please, my question was, under the problem,
Are we the one problem the one business plan we use for the feasibility test is the
Yes.
one problem we are supposed to state here and use it for our business canvas?
Can you explain it again, please?
I said the business plan we use for our feasibility test. That is the under the problem. That is what we are supposed to state there. Use it for the business canvas.
Yes, the problem actually starts your business plan. Is the problem is the reason why you're actually writing the business plan.
Hello.
Yes, can you hear me? Hello. Yes, Marian.
Okay. So please, I said the business plan we use for the feasibility test. Is it the same one we are supposed to put at the problem under the business canvas?
Yes, that's what I just explained. What I'm saying is that the feasibility starts with the main idea that you have. You have an idea that you want to marry KODUAH. So you start investigating about KODUAH, everything about KODUAH, everything about KODUAH, everything about KODUAH for 1 year. Then you see that KODUAH is okay. So you take KODUAH to write the business plan.
Okay.
So you cannot investigate about KODUAH as somebody you want to marry, and then you find everything about KODUAH and go and marry Kwame. They can't be two.
A colleague said we are supposed to use the red. That is why I was confused.
Three. What three means?
Three problems. Another problem.
No. Let me explain that one. When we say three problems in that column, what we are saying is that whatever issue you are looking at, can you state three key issues or problems about what you are saying? So there are 3 points you are supposed to look for under the problem itself. But not three different problems. Like the first problem is lack of maternity home, and the second problem is high teenage pregnancy, and the third problem is the armed robbers in your area. No, there are 3 different things. You can't do that on 1 page business plan. You must just pick one and describe that same problem in 3 ways. That's why I was saying to mine, for example, in my consulting firm, what I'm saying is that the 3 problems I've seen. Number 1 is that professionals like you, midwives and nurses and doctors and pharmacists, they are trying to start a business and they have failed. Problem number 2, because they have failed once, they don't want to even start at all. They want to go into business at all. They don't want to do it. And number 3, they lack business management skill. 3 problems about the same issue. So the 3 problems you are saying there is just to describe in 3 ways or 4 ways or 5 ways what are you actually saying. So it helps. By the time you come out at 3 or 4, you're able to clarify exactly what the problem is. The same issue. The same issue. Yeah, the same issue.
Okay.
Hello,
Thank
sir.
you very much.
Yes, please. Thank you, Mariam.
Sir, please,
Yes,
with the lean business canvas, my own, I had more than 1 page, and I've already submitted it. So with that one, what should I do? Should I do
Don't
it?
worry. No, don't worry. If you have submitted it,
about
don't
1
worry.
hour.
Hello?
Yes, please, I'm listening.
Yeah, don't worry. I will just take care of it. But what I'm saying is that in the future, please try as much as possible to crystallize your idea into just 1 page. In fact, if you can do it again on 1 page and send it, I'll be very glad. I want you to master that skill. Yes, I want you to master the skill of trying to do the business plan on just 1 page. Master that skill. You have to learn how to do it. Because you don't have to have more information on this 1 page. The moment you go above 1 page, it means that you are talking too much. Okay, so those who have submitted and have not looked at it, even if you have submitted it and I've looked at it, if you still submit 1 page to me, I'll be very glad. I just wanted to push you to be able to do it 1 page. Please try and do 1 page. Don't do more than 1 page. Try it.
Then do it again and resend it.
Very good, no problem. Okay.
Thank
All right,
you.
let's talk to Ofori Mante. Esther.
Hello, sir.
Ofori. Yes, Esther, please go ahead.
Sir, please, under the existing alternatives, that is the competitors, are we supposed to list our competitors concerning our business, or because you've written, list how these problems are solved today? So I'm a little bit confused. Are we supposed to just write the competitors or So what? Please,
Yes,
can you
yes, it means the same thing. When I say list who else is solving the problem, it means who else is doing the kind of business you are doing. So if you want to start a pharmacy shop, who else in the neighborhood is doing the same business you want to do? And the reason why you are looking for that person is that once you know somebody else is doing it, you find out what is the person doing that you can do it better than that. Because don't forget, we are saying that entrepreneurship and innovation is about making life better, faster, cheaper, convenient, and even better for life. So once you find who else is doing the same thing, you can now improve upon that to make it better, faster, cheaper, and convenient.
Okay.
Yeah, very good.
Structure.
Say again.
So please, I've been able to understand the cost structure, but the revenue structure, can you please give a little bit explanation on that?
My dear, please, each of us have a problem.
All right. Okay. So I beg you. So this business plan is very important to me. There's something we need to talk about today, but quickly, let me just clarify some of these things for you. Esther, we can probably call her later on after class, and I will help you to understand why.
Okay.
Let's talk to Alberta, last one. Alberta, please go ahead.
Hello, sir.
Yes, please.
Sir, please, with the customer segment and the problems, I was having a bit of conflictions there. It looked, I think, the same, or almost the same or similar. So I wanted you to verify it well for me, like the problems in the customer segment.
They can never be the same. They can never be the same. The customer segments are the people who are affected by the problem. They are human beings. Who are those who have been affected by this problem? Okay, so the problem is a frustration these customer segments are having. So you can live in a community where there's high teenage pregnancy. What is it? So the teenagers become the customer segment, and the problem becomes the high teenage pregnancy rate in that village, or in that town. Okay. All right, good. All right, so I see a lot of comments about the submission of the assignment. All right, so I'll give you, what is today's date? Let me see. To be honest with you, the feasibility analysis and this business plan are so important to me that if we're able to get this thing right, I'll be very happy. So let me say, today is the 4th of November. Next week is the 11th of November. Oh, but next week is enough for you to submit this. At least 1 week. 1 week is enough. 1 week is enough. So let's submit it by the 11th, exactly a week today, you should submit all the assignments. I'm going to block the email after next week's class. Nobody can submit anymore. So I'm giving you up to next week Saturday for everyone to submit. Okay, if you have any special reason why you cannot submit, you have to let me know. Otherwise, everyone must submit. So let me look through the questions quickly and see on the chat box and see if there's anything I need to answer for you. Okay, so the same, almost the same. We're all asking for extension. Edited template. Yes, the one I sent you was edited. It's okay, all right. I will still send this one to you. All right. I sent you a recording on how to finance your business. How many of us listen to it, and what can you tell me about how to find money to finance your business? That's what I want to talk about today. Sources of financing your business. So now, so far, you know, the cost structure will give you an idea as to what it takes to finance your business. So today, we are talking about where do you find the money from? How can you find the money to finance your business? Any ideas? Who wants to help? All right. Rita, please go ahead. Rita, please go ahead and speak.
Sir, please, sorry, you know about the what you buy some the lane canvas. I wanted to find out. Some of us have done the mistake that you were talking about. We've used different plan for the different business. No, so I don't know whether you can delete it for us because we've already submitted.
Please redo
Let's
it.
do it again.
Yeah, do it and resend it.
Okay.
I beg.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. All right. Who has listened to the audio the video that I sent you about source of financing? Can anybody tell me what you have learned? Any ideas? Any ideas? Yes, Benny, please go ahead.
Sir, please, I started, but I didn't finish. But from the little that I started, you were talking about what business finance is. The need to finance the business, challenges of sources of financing for the business, various sources of financing the business, and the role of family and friends. And again, I heard about why banks are not giving loans to business people. And you said most of them don't have a business plan. And their bank, they don't have a business plan, and they don't have a bank account to operate. And I heard like it's not good for you to keep a dormant bank account. At least the account should be active. That's all that I can recall from the letter that I listened.
Very good. Benis, I'll give you a, okay?
Thank you.
Benis will get a, yeah, you really listen to it. Who else listened to the video that I sent you? Because I want to answer questions from what you listened. The same thing I did is the same thing I was going to talk about today, but I want everybody to go and listen to that audio. Please, please, please tell me, who else have listened to this? What are the main sources of financing your business? If anybody listened to that watch that video, what are the main sources of financing your business? How do we find money to finance your business? Yes, hey, please forgive me this name. Please, the name, go ahead. The name that starts with N.
Hello.
Yes, how do you pronounce your name, please?
Yeah, Nabuli Kabore.
Nabuli.
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much, Nabuli. Please go ahead.
And the two main is we have the equity and then the debt.
Very good.
And then you said the equity is your personal money, personal savings. And then the debt is the money you borrow from the bank, and then or anywhere else. But the equity, you can they can give you the money, but they won't demand for interest. There is no interest on the money. So that's what I can say.
Very good. Very good. Naboli, you also really listened to it. Thank you so much. All right. Who else listened to this? So there are two sources. What are some of the sources under the equity? Equity is money that's invested in a business that you don't need to pay back with interest. And debt or loan is money that you invest in the business that you have to pay back sometime later with interest on that. Those are the two key main difference between the two. All right. And who else? What are some of the sources of equity? Where can you find equity? Edna in the chat box says, Edna Boaji says that Kojo is light, but Kwame is love. So it's Edna, what do you know? Money the job, okay, all right, that's okay. All right, so who else watched the video that I sent you? What are some of the sources of equity? Where can you find equity? What are some of the types of equity that you can find in a business? Anybody else who watched this? Are we saying only 2 people have watched this video? All right, Letitia, please go ahead.
Hey, please, good morning.
Good morning, Letitia.
The sources of equity, we have the family support.
Letitia, where are you?
Please, I'm at home.
Okay, who are you there with?
My kids.
Hey! Go ahead, Letitia.
Family support.
Uh-huh.
Then maybe gifts from friends. Then
Okay.
your own personal savings.
Very good. Very good. Letitia, thank you so much.
Yeah, welcome.
Later on, say that you are home with your husband to Abeg. We too, we are men. Oh.
Yeah, I'm with my husband. Oh.
Okay, I want to hear your husband's voice. Please let your husband speak. I beg.
Hey.
I want to hear his voice. If it's true, I want to hear his voice. I want to say good morning to your husband. All right. Okay. What are some of the sources of debt? We have said that debt is money that you invest in your business, but you have to pay back with interest. Okay, so where can we find debt, or where can we find loans for our businesses? Please, can somebody help me? Those who have watched the video, where can we find debt to finance our business? Any ideas? All right, Rebecca, please go ahead. Hello, Rebecca.
Yes, sir. So you can find it from your own source of finance.
No, that's equity. Equity is your own sources. But we are talking now about debt. How can we find debt or money from people that you have to pay interest on that?
From individuals.
Okay, so an individual, your friend, your family, they can even give you money, but you ask you to pay with interest in the future. Yes, very good. Thank you very much. All right, Noreen, please go ahead.
Sir, please, from micro lenders or even the banks or financial NGOs too.
Very good. So they can also give you money, but sometimes they can ask you to pay back with interest. Thank you very much. Portia, please go ahead. Okay, they all dropped their hands. Now, so those are the two key sources of financing. But what I'm very interested today for us to talk about is the family and friends thing. I'll give you all the. If you can see my screen, please can you type yes in the chat box? Please type yes in the chat box if you can see my screen. I want to be very sure you're seeing the screen I'm actually sharing now. Okay. All right, very good. Now, there are times that, as I'm talking to you right now, there are about 6 different businesses that I'm currently struggling to help them to understand what they should do with their businesses. I'm telling you, it is disastrous. Now, one of the examples is that a husband and a wife, the husband is an architect, and then the wife is a midwife. No, the wife is a nurse. So they started a business together. Like they started, it was actually a midwife actually. So the wife is a midwife, and then the husband is an architect. So they thought about building a maternity home, and then the wife used her details or her profession to just get a license and everything for the maternity home, and she borrowed money from the bank to start everything else. But the husband is an architect, and the husband also used his skills as an architect to draw the plan, make sure that when the wife brings the money, they build the right structure and everything all together. Now the marriage is on the rocks. The marriage is almost broken up. And there's fight over who owns this maternity home now. It's in court. So they decided to set out of court, and then they form what we call the arbitration committee, and they brought him into the arbitration committee to discuss this. It is disgusting. I mean, husband and wife who have 4 kids, and then because of small business maternity home, if you hear the kinds of things they are saying in that meeting, Charlie, you would never believe that they were husband and wives. You would never believe that these guys actually step on the same bed and do whatever they do on the same bed. I can't imagine what happened. I can't imagine it. Wife is a midwife. She used her licenses, borrowed money from the bank, and they built a maternity home. The husband is an architect, and then the architect used his skills as an architect to draw a very nice, actually went to see the maternity home. Very nice place. Very, very, very nice place. Very simple structure, but very nice inside. And then the husband used his own creativity to help the woman to build this thing. Now the marriage is broken up, and the two of them are struggling to see who owns the business. From the beginning, there was no documentation. There was no discussion. They thought it could be still husband and wife. But today, I'm telling you, if I tell you the kinds of words they use for each other, I can't imagine these guys slept together on the same bed. I can't imagine. So now I'm just stressing on this point because many of us on this call, based on what we have learned so far, we are going to get a lot of ideas to build business with our friends, our family, our boyfriends, our girlfriends, our husband, our wives, and anybody else. Please, what you are seeing on the screen is so important to me. And in fact, I always ask an exam question on this. I would always ask you a question on this, because the reason why partnerships are not working in this country is because when we start the partnership, we don't think deep into it. We don't. So please, I beg you, and I'm sure that if I ask you right now, some of you would even give me examples of a lot of problems you're going through now because you or family and friends. Even in relationship, boyfriend, girlfriend, the guy would give a lot of support to the girl. I mean, I know another guy who spent a lot of money on the ladies' medical school. This guy is a magazine boy. He's worked at a magazine, sells spare parts, very dusted, has a lot of money. So he made sure that this lady was very good at medical school. The lady finished medical school and went to marry another. The lady actually married a pharmacist and left this guy who's a financier. There's confusion. And the guy said that because he said he felt that he has spent so much money on this lady and the lady has disappointed him. These things must be avoided because there are times that you may want to start your business. The idea is correct, very good, very feasible, but you may not have all the resources to start this. At that point, you may need somebody else to help you. Please make sure that when you go into get support from anybody else, make sure that you put the right things in place before you do this. Because currently I'm solving 6 problems. And I'm telling you, it is disgusting. Very, very disgusting. I can imagine maybe my wife or me telling my wife the kind of things I'm hearing when we go for meeting. Anyway, has anybody gone through this problem before? Please raise your hands and let's share this. I want to understand this kind of issue. Has anybody gone into any kind of arrangement or business where you spend on each other and at this point there are problems, or you have heard a story where there are problems like this before? I want to hear more of this because this is very, very important when it comes to business. Please raise your hands and let me allow you to speak, please. Anybody?
Yes, sir.
Yes, please go ahead. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Please, I have a school mother who has this very maternity.
Oh, you are muted. Please unmute yourself and speak.
Yes, sir.
Yes, please go ahead.
Yes, I said I have a school mother who built this maternity home with her husband, and the husband they both bought the land, and then they have this maternity home. So the man is using veto power over the woman, so all the expenses or the money they earn at the end of the month goes to the man's account. But luckily, being now for this lady, Nurses and Midwife Council came to approve that the man wrote his full name on the maternity home and remove the lady's name. So when they're having this issue, recently she called me. We get into prayers and we believe that the midwife, Nurses and Midwife came in and said that the man cannot own the maternity home. There is the lady who went to the Nurses and Midwifery training school and have the license to operate in the maternity home. So that's why the man involved his money in the building of the structure. He cannot own the place. So the Nurses and Midwife Council said that they want the lady's full name to be written on the maternity, the home, and everything that goes on is in the hand of the lady, no more in the hands of the man. And then anything the woman wants to give to the man, it is from her own consent, but not from the man trying to say he owns the place. So I think if the lady has a problem, she can involve the Nurses and Midwife Council on this issue because she has the license to own the place. It is not the man who has the license. Thank you.
The man is very wicked.
All right, so we have to solve this problem. That's why I'm very interested in these stories. All right, I think I saw another hand up. Oh, the person dropped the hand. Please.
You see the reason why we always leave you out.
You see, but we are good men. Oh, we are good men. Please, we are good men. Oh.
Some are good, but some are also bad.
Some are good. Oh, Charlie is well.
Same goes to the women too.
Sir.
Yes, please.
Sir, please, my own is this I had a friend who supported the husband that he completed this polytechnic and was at home. So he wasn't getting work. The lady agreed to marry him. He bought the land and then they built. After building that 2 different plots, they built and then they are renting one side. Then the other side, they are in it. But because the lady loved the man too much, he kept the man's name in the document. Now the lady went to the auntie and pleaded with the auntie. They look for a job for the man. And currently the man has married to different lady. He took over all the property and then he asked the lady to go.
Wow.
So he sent the case to court, but because she has made a mistake by putting the man's name in the document, the man was able to win the case. And currently the lady is at Ankafu. She's also a midwife.
See what the problem is. Wow, the lady has psychological problems now.
Yes, sir, please. The lady has a psychological problem. For now, anything that you want to say, he's just mentioning the man's name.
Wow.
So in this case, how do you also win it?
Wow.
Is that say right?
Don't laugh with your heart, don't laugh with your brain.
But you see,
don't consider them. They are wicked.
Don't worry, we'll talk about this love matter some other time. We'll talk about this later on. But you see, this is the reason why I'm very much concerned about we discussing this issue. I'm telling you, because trust me, I'm seeing a lot of things. I mean, it becomes so disgusting when such things happen. So now what you see on the screen, I want somebody to volunteer to read for us, please. I want to explain this to you very, very well. Because no matter what happens, you may want to go into business with any of your friends, family, your boyfriend, girlfriend, uncle, sister, husband, wife. What do you do? All right. So Gift, please read for me.
Okay, so family should be family and friendship financing. Family should not be your first financial option. 2, choose your financier carefully. 3, keep the arrangement strictly business. 4, prepare a business plan. 5, settle the details up front. 6, create a written contract. And then 7, treat the money as bridge financing. 8, develop a payment schedule that suits both parties. And then 9, have an exit plan.
I beg you, my friends. Thank you very much, dear. I beg you.
You're welcome, sir.
Before you go into asking money from family and friends, you see how when you're going to take money from family and friends, you must go as strict as the bank will go with you. You see, when they're taking a loan from the bank, you see the way they're very strict on you. Bring this, bring that, fill this, sign here, sign this, go and bring this and all that. The same way that you go and take a facility from a bank, the process they take you through, please, you must do the same thing with family and friends. I beg you. Because look, this maternity one that I'm talking about with the architect and the midwife, do you know that at the point they were receiving, they even do other, the other things with the facility, like taking care of other patients. They used to receive as many as 110, 120 patients a day. Do you know that they are receiving only 14 or 20, maximum 20 a day now? 20 a day, because the midwife, the other people go there, when they go there, there's confusion. And even, unfortunately for them, because of this confusion between husband and wife, the staff, the most important people in the business are all leaving. Because they see a fight between the husband and the wife. And they don't want to be involved in this whole problem. So instead of receiving like 100 people a day, they're receiving like 20 people a day. The business is dying, my friends. The business is dying. It is dying. So now what is going to happen is that the marriage is going to die. The business is going to die. The marriage will die because the kind of thing they are saying to each other, I don't think that even if the husband apologizes to the wife later on, or if the wife apologizes to the husband later on, they can still live in the same house. They can't. They can't even live. Well, I don't know. Love can be different, but I'm telling you, if they go straight by what they are saying now, I don't think that these people can lie on the same bed anymore. They can't. So now they're going to lose the marriage, and they're going to lose the business. So when you're borrowing money from friends, family and friends to finance your business, please, let's keep these things very, very straightly business. I beg you. I beg you. So number one, You should not use family and friends as the first option. The first option should be you, yourself, looking for the money yourself, your own savings to start a business. That's the first starting point. Because if you're looking for 20,000 Ghana cedis and you're going to ask for 20,000 Ghana cedis for somebody else, nobody will give you. So if your cost structure is 20,000, you must have about 10,000 or 15,000, and you're going to look for extra to support it. So the business belongs to you. Number two, choose your financier very carefully. It is not everybody who can support you in the business. There are people who are very, very greedy and very, very wicked. There are people who are so obsessed with money to the point when the moment they give you money, they become like devils to you. They will distract you from your business. Choose your financier very, very carefully. For example, I would never go and borrow money from my father. My father is a typical person. When he gives you 1 penny, he will push you to give the money back to him. You know why he does that? He does that because he says that you must be responsible. So the first time I borrowed money from my father, the way my father hustled me, I said, no, FK, I'm never going to borrow money from you again. But he's a good dad. He will come to your business and help you to understand what you're doing. He will ask you questions. He will give you ideas. But when you take his money and he asks you, Charlie, what do you use the money for? Oh, well, Dad, I want to use the money for a business. Okay, fine, I'll give you, but do this, do that, do that, do that. When you need the money for something, he'll give it to you. But once it's business, he will take his money back and he will push you to give the money back. Please choose your financial very, very carefully, extremely carefully. Number three, please keep the arrangement strictly business. This, if you don't get anything at all from this thing, point number three should be your point to go. Keep the arrangement strictly business. It is not because the person loves you. It's not because the person is your friend. It's not because the person is a husband or your wife. It is business, my friends. If the person decides to dash you the money, even if the person gives you the money as equity, your husband gives you, okay, well, darling, you take 100,000 Ghana to start your business. Even there, please ask him, would you one day take the money back? If he says no, please write it down and let him sign. It's going to be difficult, but please let him sign, because I've also seen other people where they give the money to their friends as just take it for equity. Don't pay it back to me. It's free, no interest, nothing. It's free. I'm giving it to you. But later on, when the business became well, they started telling other people that but don't feel me people. Those things should not happen because it's going to distract you, my friends. Number four, please prepare a business plan. At least you have an idea about 1-page business plan now. At some point, you may want to write a traditional business plan by expanding this 1 page into more pages technically, and write a full-blown business plan. But you can still use the same 1-page business plan to explain to people what you really want from them. And then the next point is that please settle the details upfront. When I say details upfront, what does it mean? Can somebody help me to understand it? When we say settle details upfront, what does it mean? Settle details upfront. What does it mean? Please raise your hands and help me. What does it mean to settle details upfront? Wow, who is it? Yes, Barikisu. Oh no, you dropped your hand. What does it mean to settle details upfront? Please raise your hands and help us to understand this. What does it mean? Settle details upfront. Yes, Barikisu, go ahead.
Is it about the money?
Yes, we are talking about getting money from your family and friends.
And then you are saying settle details upfront, like you are paying, you'll be able to pay everything at that instance.
Okay, that's one part of it. There's more to that also. Thank you very much, Barikisu. What else? Yes, Gifty.
Yes, sir, please, with settle details upfront, I think that it's talking about you planning ahead about maybe how you're going to pay up the money or how you're going to use the money. So you plan ahead as to how you're going to use the money. I don't know, that's that.
Yeah. Very close. Thank you very much, Gifty. Yes, Faiza. Yes, Abdullah, please go ahead.
Yes, sir. Sir, in a business setting, when they say you should make an upfront payment, it means that you have to make a deposit before you start the project. Or maybe in other ways, when you are talking of being upfront in a common way, it means you have to be straight to the point, and you have to be clear and concise. Thank you.
Very good. What else? Yes. Thank you very much. Frida, please go ahead.
Okay, so with this one, I think maybe if you are taking the money, let's say I'm taking 2,000 cedis from you, and maybe I'll pay it by the end of December. And this money, like it's an arrangement, maybe this is the interest I'll be taking. So like you should make everything very clear, and then that's what I'm thinking.
Very good. Make everything very clear. Good. Esther, please go ahead.
Please, it's about you making clarification and you agreeing upon all the terms and conditions you have analyzed about the arrangement.
Very good. So right from the beginning, you must make things very, very clear. Thank you. Rita, please go ahead.
So to me, what I also understand is that, like, right from the beginning, if you are dealing with people, like, you should be open and frank. Like, everything that you are doing, you should be honest.
Very good. Very good. Very good. Please, when you are looking for money from family and friends, I beg you, right before you even ask for the money, ask yourself, what are the details that I need to discuss with this person? It's better to stay as husband and wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, brother, sister, uncle, whatever it is, in peace, than to go into a business and destroy all the relationships around you. And unfortunately, in our part of the world, when it comes to this way, people interpret it differently. And this architect and midwife person I'm talking about, well, it's disgusting. I'm telling you, it's disgusting. The lady said something that I was wondering, so is this person, has this lady told this man, I love you before? Or has this guy told this lady that I love you before, and they're saying this kind of words because of business, because of money? After 4 kids, the first child is in university now, doing pharmacy at KNUSC. So what at all? Anyway, so please, before you go in for the money, please settle the details upfront. Discuss with the person from the beginning. Don't wait till the person gives the money, because once they give you the money, it's a different matter altogether. All right. Next one, create a written contract. And this one, you don't need a lawyer to do this. Whatever agreement you guys come up to, sit down and write something to explain what you have done, and you sign. Both of you will sign. And the best way is always have a third party as a witness to also witness the signing for you. It helps. And then the next one is treat the money as bridge financing. What that means is that it shouldn't be the only reason why you are going, the only money you need for the business. You need it for something, then you pay it back, period. And then the next one, develop a payment schedule that suits both of you. If the person asks you to pay the money back, don't let the person say, pay me all the money in 2 weeks' time when you cannot pay. Agree with the person. And then if you have to pay the person within 1 year, you determine how much you are paying per month till you finish paying. In fact, what I'm saying here is that whenever any of you is looking for money to finance your business for family and friends, please treat it as if you are going to the bank to go and take money. And the same way that they take you to the bank to take money or loan is the same way you guys should do the same. I beg you. I beg. So I'm saying again that this course is not just for you to just make an A. The A, no wahala, you get it. The B's, you get it. The 80s, 90s, you get it. But please, I beg, learn something very practical from this course. Because the frustration in business is too much. It is too much. And I want everybody else to just avoid those things happening. Okay? All right. Any questions up to this point, please? Any questions? So I would have begged all of you, please go back and watch the video that I sent, and then that will be enough for everybody else. All right, Christina, please go ahead.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Professor.
I would say I'm very grateful this morning, this lecture, but the course has already affected me. I just want like, reassurance. For me, I was thinking human beings are just like the way I think. When I came into, they posted me as a nurse because I suffer. I don't always like to see somebody suffering. So I thought I could also help somebody to put a smile on people's face. I had one lady, she came to Bola here, and the lady was struggling. So I said, oh, but she knows how to bake bread. I talked to her. She even came and approached me. Auntie, if you can help me, help me. I said, okay. She even promised me. I bought the baking oven, but then it was 3,000 plus. And I added her a capital about 600 to go and start. As I'm talking to you currently, the lady crowd don't even call me nor pick my call. And I only told her, what I only need from you is I just want to help you and you also help me. A day, when you bake the bread, any amount that you bake, the quantity you bake, just give me only 2 pieces of bread. And by then it was 3 cedi. Put 3 cedi into my account. Like a 2 cedi, 3 cedi. So that means 6 cedi into my account. This lady agreed and did it half a year. And that ended it. 1 year, and that ended it. Last I called and she told me that when does he continue to be giving me the 2 bread like that? Because I said I want to help her. Because I didn't pass through the correct channel to invest this money in the lady. I don't know how to even solve it.
This is what we are talking about. This is what we are talking about. Seriously, I'm
I
sure.
don't know. I didn't pass through. The only person that was there to witness is also a friend that brought her. And I was thinking like, it's good I help her because that I was having the money and I want to also help her. See, but I didn't pass through the right channel. Now she doesn't even call me. She doesn't even pay my call. And my baking oven is there. I don't even think of the 600 I give it to her. It's the 3,000 that I bought the thing for her. That is the thing. Even it's not easy.
I get you.
You see, so I really learned something, but I didn't pass through any.
Yeah. It's
no more bread.
Sure, be problem. What's it? I mean, seriously, it's something that we must all learn, and that's part of the thing that I really want us to understand about entrepreneurship. Because there are times that you may not want to do the business yourself. You find somebody that you want to help. If I tell you how many people that I've helped, and then anyway, I mean, I've done my bit. I pray that God will bless me one day. But seriously, you must settle the details up front before you support the person. If it's even free, if you are just having the person free, still sit down with the person and discuss it. Sit down with the person and discuss it. I'll tell you another story. One of you of mine came to me and she wanted me to, my niece, she wanted me to help her with some business. So I took her through everything and I gave her the money. And then she did whatever, please mute your microphone. Please mute your microphone. So I helped this lady and then she was doing well. And then another nephew from another mother, one of my aunties also came to me and said, you wanted to help. So I also helped this person. But the first person who came, I didn't go as detailed as the second person. Then I helped the second person, but strictly, like I'm teaching you now. This time I've learned my lesson, so I just was very strict with this person. You know what happened? The mother of this second person came to me and said that I'm not a good person because the first person, when I gave the money to the first person, I helped the person. I never asked for anything. We didn't discuss details. I didn't ask her to bring with this and that and that. But this second person, I'm being too strict on this person. And in my family now, this woman tells everybody I'm a bad person. I just want to help. I just want to help. So please, I beg, today, if you haven't learned anything at all, before you support anybody, please settle the details up front, period. Nothing more, nothing else. If you can't, don't do it. But if you can, please make sure you settle the details upfront. Any questions, please? Any questions? All right, so we'll end the class today. Please go back and watch the video that I sent you earlier on. And then if there are any issues, you can please contact me for us to discuss it. And then we'll take it up, okay? All right.
Sir, please, before you talk about our book.
Yes, please. The books are ready. We are shipping them from this morning. So everybody is going to this by tomorrow, or maybe depending on where the place is. We are sending everything today. So you start getting the books today. But so please, all those who have not paid, kindly make sure that you get your reps and then you give them the money, because you're only paying to those who are paid fully. Okay, so please do that and then we'll see it. So yeah, we are shipping them. We are sending everything this weekend from today, this morning. Actually, the lady has actually gone to the Metro Mass area to do it. So all the reps, please get in touch with us and then we'll take it up from there. Okay. All right.
Hello, sir.
Yes, please.
Sir, please, I've sent you a message and you have not read it up till now.
Okay, please.
On WhatsApp.
Please resend it to me, I beg.
Thank you.
And we can talk about this one quickly.
Okay, sir.
All right. Any more questions? So technically, I'm still deciding what we'll do for the exam. I'll talk about it next week. So I'll tell you what you're doing with the next exam next week. And
hello, sir.
Yes, please.
I've also sent you a message on WhatsApp about 2 weeks ago, but you've not replied.
I beg you, please resend it today, now, so that I can respond to you.
Okay, sir.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
I have a lot of girlfriends like you, plenty. I have almost 2,000 girlfriends.
So you should get a PRO.
Yeah, you see that,
Hello, sir.
Yes, please.
So does that mean that those of us that we have businesses or companies with our husband and we've not done anything, like there is no court issue on it, what should we do?
Okay, very good point. I thank you very much. I can't pronounce
because currently I have one with my husband and it's running, but because I'm a midwife, I don't have time, and then he's the one taking care of the company, like hardwares, and we've not done any agreement or something. That means that it's at stake or what?
Yes, no, it's not at stake. What you can do now is start discussing what we are discussing now. So for the two of you, it's good. Because don't forget, the two of you may one day, God forbid, one day, sometime after 150 years, we are all going to die. So when the two of you are not there, who takes care of the business? So you can start a conversation from succession planning. Oh, darling, Kojo, Kwabna, Kofi, Charles. So what happens if the two of us are not alive? What do we do with the business? Start from that angle. Start thinking about what you do with the business now. But even at this point, you can still start talking about it. You can share the screen to the person. Take a screenshot of this and give it to your husband. Don't discuss yet. Let me start thinking about it, because now there's peace, now there's love, now there's hope. So technically, there are no problems with it. But eventually, things may go bad. You never know. So now that things are peaceful and you are happy with each other, start some conversation. But be very careful how you start the conversation. Be careful. Don't just start it just like I'm telling you now. If you go and start the way I'm telling you now, Charlie, it's going to be worse in the case. It's better you have not even started.
Yeah, because there was a time that he wasn't paying attention, and then I spoke about it, and then he said, because a lot of your money is inside, you want to teach me what to do. You want to like stress me.
Wow. Now you're starting. I beg. Start thinking about it. Draw the business that you're currently having. Write your one-page business plan and have a conversation with him. Let me understand how the business is. This issue will come up gradually. You discuss it. Please take your time. Let's talk after class, okay? Let's talk after class.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. All right. So I want to thank you very much. It's almost time. Thank you very much for your time as well. If you have learned something today, please just type again value in the chat box. Please type value if you have really learned something today. And I've told you that I'm not interested only in your score. I'm also very interested in how you are able to build a business after this course. Oh, thank you very much. All right, so I'm going to have a free seminar on business on the 7th or 8th of December this year on Zoom. So I'm going to share the link with you later on, and all those who are interested can also sign up and then join the free course. I'm going to discuss how to build your own business. Very detailed, very practical, very, very detailed. So please just be on the wait to see when I share the flyer. You can register and join us as we go along with it. But again, if anybody needs my help, I beg you, there are a lot of messages coming. I'm sorry I'm not able to answer a lot of the messages that are sending me. Please keep calling, please keep sending me messages. I will definitely get back to you, and we can. I want everybody to make money. I want everybody on this call to make money, because when there's money at home, there's peace. When there's money at home, your sex life is even different. I know, you know what I mean. I mean, you know that, you know, when there's money at home.
Please, sir, we don't have your number.
I will share it on the page. Okay. So when there's money at home, the kids are happy, husband is happy, wife is happy. The wife wakes up in the morning and singing songs all the time, you know. But when there's no money in the house, there's total confusion. That's why we don't stay in the house. So that's why we're always running around. We are always running around. But the men, we are running around to do what? We are running around all the time. What to do? What to look for? What? You know. So please start sharing these things with your husbands and wives and boyfriend, girlfriends, and see how you can build a very profitable business with these people, because we need to make money. We need to make money. Next week, I'll tell a story about how some small money I got to change my marriage life. I'll tell you. So those who are interested, please remind me next week. I'll tell the story. And it's nice, you know, it's nice, it's beautiful. Sweet.
Sir.
Yes, please.
Please, we are interested in the seminar, but on the 8th, we'll be having a paper, end of semester exam.
Ah,
yes, sir. Please,
it might be,
change the date for us?
Yes, it might be in the evening. Oh, wow. Okay. Let me think.
And
through
it'll
this.
be a Saturday too, either a Friday or Saturday.
Okay, I get you. Yeah. I need to look at the date very well. Thank you very much for this feedback. Thank you so much. I will think through it and give the feedback. Okay. All right. Thank you. All right. So please.
You're welcome, sir.
Thank you. My number is 050 601 6060. 050 601 6060. So you can please, if you send me a message, I'm not able to respond. Please keep sending me, because there's a lot of messages I get. I can't lie to you. It's a lot. All right. So let's work together and make life better for everybody. I want everybody to be happy, because you should all have very happy homes, very happy families, healthy kids, going to good schools, doing well in school. Money shouldn't be a problem for us as far as husband and wife are concerned. If you are having money issues in your marriage right now, please, we need to just think together and get things right. All right, Doris, last one. Let's go. Doris.
Sir, please, can you share the video on the how to finance a business, because I can't find it on the page.
All right, I'll do that again. All right.
Thank you.
All right, so thank you very much, my sweet babies. Have a good day. Take care of yourselves, and let's meet again next week, Saturday. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Love you.
Bye.
God bless you so much.
Thank you.
Bless you.
Bye-bye.